Hey, they just here for years, it's the Mizzle show. Always checking in, cause you know we love sports. Hey, they just hit 100 subs, it's time they get some out. Hey, yo, just two brothers, yeah, y'all. Come tune in, they got guests, they got others, yeah, y'all. Come sit and chat, they got talks like no others, yeah, y'all. Cause it's a family up in here, we love each other, yeah, y'all. Let's see what they say tonight, yeah. It's the Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show, yeah, Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show. It's the Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show, yeah, Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show.
Hola, hola, hello. We are almost close to the Super Bowl. How's it goes? And you are muted, sir. We cannot hear ya.
It really is after 1 p.m. and yes, we're doing a live show. So
Yeah,
this is not a figment of your imagination. This is not an illusion. We really are live.
I do not have a body double. This is actually me.
But yes, welcome to this open forum.
And I don't think anybody wants to replicate me. There's only one me.
No, Lord knows we don't need we don't need a clone of either of us for that matter. Good Lord.
Damn Skippy. Yeah, you're right. Do not adjust your screens.
Yeah, do not adjust. It's really us. But welcome to this open forum edition of the Mizzle Dub Show. Number 303, yes. Jaffos TV, yes. Early edition, yes, indeed. As it is happy Super Bowl week, and already Andy Reid was looking for the nearest cheeseburger stand when he got off the damn plane into the Superdome last night.
Oh, you know he was looking for that burrito. Stop it. He was not looking for a damn hamburger.
Well, he's probably
well, they are in New Orleans. He's probably looking for some good gumbo.
That or a po' boy. One of the two.
Hey, I'm not mad at him if he went seafood route. He's in the perfect place to get it.
No.
Perfect place.
That and some Cajun shrimp for crying out loud. But yes.
Oh Lord. The big walrus.
Yes. Bigger walrus than Paul Heyman. Okay, let me stop. This is not the comedy hour. Let me stop.
Well, hey, it can be. This is an open forum, remember? So we can be comedy hour.
This is true. You are not wrong on that, my friend.
And by the way, it's our goddamn show. We do what the hell we want.
Well, I'm not going to argue that. I'm not going to argue that at all. But welcome. Interesting stuff going on here in the world of sports.
Thank you for time in, Cleophas of Asgard.
Office of Asgard, yes, indeed.
What you got going on? You're mighty focused. Do we have breaking news? I take breaking news.
No breaking news yet.
I love breaking news. Damn it.
Well, I mean, Kirk Cousins just revealed that he never should have played with the hurt shoulder and an elbow before he got benched, which I don't know why you're saying that now once the season is over, but hey.
Oh, the hell with him.
Hey.
He just started to suck like he normally does towards the end of the year, and then the rookie came in and was lighting shit up and almost got the Falcons to the playoffs without the help of Kirk Cousins. Just take your money and get the fuck up out of here. Thank you, JP. Excuses. That's all I hear.
Hey, I'm just reading what the article says. Hey, you can
because what wasn't he balling out at first though?
In the beginning, yes, he was.
So now we're gonna blame the injury,
and then the real Kirk Cousins showed up.
Exactly, it wasn't no damn shoulder.
But
just admit you take money.
So here's my question. Where will the former MVP of Super Bowl 56 land up? As apparently it looks like the
Cooper Kupp
in Inglewood is coming to an end.
Here you go. I got one for you.
Okay.
Go ahead and reunite him with Goff.
Ooh. Him on one side with Amon-Ra St. Brown. That man.
Or you can intertwine them. They both can run the slot position. Who you guarding?
Yeah, somebody
gonna be open.
Well, that not only just that, somebody's going to be on one, and with the way both men can run routes,
and I believe the Lions have an excellent tight end as well. So,
oh yeah,
or
if you want to throw on the flat to Sonic, there's that too.
Exactly. But I can see maybe
That's a good question. That's a very good question. We don't know.
Yeah. Who's there? More prize? I mean, Armasa got paid, right?
Yeah.
Golf is paid.
You got.
I guess they're gonna have to. What is it? Gibbs is still on a rookie deal, correct?
Correct.
Montgomery is paid. I think the tight end is paid. Hutchinson is still on a rookie deal.
Yeah,
they can afford it.
Probably the next person to get the big deal is probably Ayton.
Okay, so you can still work it, especially if Cup only has 2 years, 32 mil, I think. And so they can fit that in there. And plus, if they go ahead.
And not to mention, Gibbs is only in the second deal of his rookie
deal. That's what I'm saying. So, and then if they trade him to Detroit, he gets an extension that also helps out the cap. There's ways around the JP, and you know that as anybody, you know that as well. The cap can be stretched.
I'll say it like this. Brad Holmes knows what the heck he's doing in Detroit, so I trust him. And I'll just leave it at that. But
here's a sleeper team. If he decides to stay in the, I know I said 2 NFC teams. Watch out for Chicago. Watch out for Chicago. Ben Johnson.
Him with DJ Moore. That could be some that could be some problems.
Yeah,
that definitely could be some problems. Oh.
Whoa. Wait. Now that would be nasty. That's nasty.
Oh yeah, have him run the slot, and then Terry can go stretch the field, and don't sleep on De'Ami Brown, who had a very fine rookie season.
And Zach Ertz can just creep the middle and find the gleam. So that would be
a reincarnation of the old posse they had with Ricky Sanders, Gary Clark, and Art Monk. And
exactly.
If you don't know who they are, go YouTube the posse of the Washington Redskins.
But given that Inglewood, we know this franchise,
they'll find a tight end.
Oh yeah, they'll find one. But given what the Inglewood, wherever Cup wants to go, the Rams will make sure that happens.
Agreed.
That's just that franchise. I think so.
Agreed.
I think they're going to treat them right. They won't be like, you know what, we'll ship your ass off the fucking, I don't know, the crappiest team in the league right now. They won't do that to him.
No, they'll do.
But what could be a good AFC team though? Can he go to Pittsburgh?
He would fit. He would fit because
stay away from that team in Arrowhead, please. I don't want to see that shit. Hell, I hate to say it, he could thrive in Denver too.
Yeah, there's a lot of places that he could fit.
I mean, he could fit anywhere. I don't think he'll be utilized properly in Baltimore.
No.
They don't use their wide receivers as they should because they're predominantly running. Lamar, Derrick Henry.
Too much RPO in Baltimore.
Yeah. I don't see that.
I mean, the combination of him and Zay Flowers would be nice, but
I don't see that. They won't tailor their offense around him.
Baltimore.
He needs to go somewhere where he can be tailored around.
Again, I don't disagree with what you're saying.
No, I don't disagree with what you're saying, JP. You're spot on. I just don't think they can tailor the offense to fit his needs per se, or they won't use him properly.
Because Bateman's not a bad. We know who Zay Flowers is when he's healthy. And and of course Mark Andrews and likely are studs. But it's just, as we know with the Ravens, since their inception, they are predicated on running the ball to set up the passing game. That's just how it's been in Baltimore since they came back in '96.
If they lose T. Higgins, Burrow, and Cup,
have fun with that. AFC North. Even though T. Higgins wants to stay in Cincinnati, he has made that abundantly clear. I don't know if the cap space for the Bengals will allow it. But Jamar Chase and Cooper Kupp, with Joe Burrow throwing them the football, Lord have mercy. Oh. I guarantee you Cincinnati will not get off to a 1-4 start if Cooper Kupp is teaming with Jamar Chase.
All right, I got one more. What if he plays with CJ Stroud?
So you tell me you'll have Nico Collins and Stephon Diggs that can both stretch the field. Oh, not to mention, you have two guys in the slot with Tank Dell and Cooper Kupp. And not to mention, you got Joe Mixon in the backfield. Oh, and Dalton Schultz as the tight end.
Yeah.
Man. If that don't put Houston in the upper echelon of AFC teams to be a contender to try to knock off the Chiefs off the mountain, I don't know what will. But man, good.
This is going to be a very intriguing offseason. Well, the offseason already got intriguing with the movement of these coaches and everything like that. But now that the Rams came out and say they want to trade Cooper Kupp, that's going to be huge. Huge. So we'll see how that goes.
Indeed. Agreed. But yeah, that.
Wait. I got one more team. No, I got one more. Orchard Park.
Ooh. Oh. Yeah. That could work.
Kupp with Josh Allen. Ooh.
Yeah, that could work.
Just as long as he doesn't 100%. I think they're banking on that.
They need to, because he did miss some time this year, and plus, you're gonna have to draft some to put him with them, or because I don't know exactly. Well, I mean, besides T. Higgins, T. Higgins is the cream of the crop when it comes to free agent wide receivers, in this off season. But I mean, this is quite the ceremony. But just announced, Andy Reid, he will be stirring Kool-Aid next year, so he will be back on the sidelines in Kansas City. Really not that big of a shocker. That's true too. Sometimes his inaccuracies does come back.
Hell no. No. We did this shit. No. Oos, we're gonna chalk this up as you joining the comedy hour. I will take KD back. Yes, I will take KD back. But LeBron, Lebanon, Lebanon can stay where the hell he's at. Right there, he can stay right there. Yeah, Lebanon can stay where the hell he's at.
I'm done.
I'm not trying to get Steph Curry that fifth ring like that. I'd rather him either do it without it or with KD. And that's about as far as I go with that.
Like I've said.
EJ, go to timeout.
No.
Go to timeout.
No. EJ, you go back to work. No. JP, you stop it right now. He can go. He can go put on a show in LA where he's at right now.
We don't need to flop it in the Bay Area, Oos.
No.
We got Draymond Green. That's enough.
No, that's enough, yes. And I'll tell you what though, Jimmy Butler is really trying to force his way to the Valley of the Sun.
Not that way, cuz no. That's why I feel bad for Miami fans because of what LeBron bought there. They won a title without LeBron.
Correct.
Curry has won a title without LeBron and KD. Damn it.
Correct.
I
take pride in the fact that Curry has added to 3 of the 4 losses that three of the 6 losses LeBron has in the finals. I take pride in that. That half of his losses in the finals took away by way of Wardell,
babyface assassin,
Curry,
Yeah.
The second. The second.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Nah, Dre Day is the day of the NBA. Well, I mean, look. It's a love-hate with Draymond.
Yes.
We love him for his intensity and when he brings in the defensive edge
Yeah.
and how he controls the defense. But him to like hitting people in their testes or punching teammates in practice when you're supposed to be a leader, that's the part of Draymond we don't like.
The technical, the one that causes us the worst situation.
Yeah.
It's his antics are over with. It's old. That's not the way the NBA is trying to go right now. And
it's not.
So yeah. No, I don't need
like I
don't need crybaby. I don't need Binky LeBron. I don't need that. Binky LeBron is perfect where he's at in the acting state. He's perfect. Wow. He's perfectly in LA. Cool. Please. That's how we drop the mic, huh?
That's how you drop the mic. Yes, indeed. But wow. So America is expected to legally bet $1.39 billion on Super Bowl 59.
Good Lord, can I just get 2% of that? Slide that right to the B of A account. Just that I can take care of a lot of shit. Good Lord.
38 states, including the nation's capital. Oos, I cannot stand you right now. Cousin wins the Royal Rumble and you just go crazy.
Hey. Since we're gonna jump in that realm real quick. Real life emotions on Monday Night Raw last night.
Yes.
From Jey Uso. And the crowd was lit. I mean, the one more time, the you deserve it. I mean, my man was choked up.
Okay, but Zilly,
looks like the boycott fell through with that much money on the line. All talk, no action. Man, it's just a bunch of bitter fans that saying that shit. Everybody, the Super Bowl is one of the most watched. Hey, like I told when I was watching it last night, and I said in the group chat, when he came out, I'm like, man, I'm fucking eat it right now. Straight, hey. I hope he does dethrone Gunther because the disrespect that man came out when he was trying to celebrate. How dare Gunther?
Oh, it's just building up.
I'm following the act. I know what it was. I'm just joking. I know.
I'm this is for our viewers that don't understand what we're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Not you. Not if it
causes the forums, Ellie. Nope.
Okay, here. Okay, Warrior fans, you need to listen to me. Okay, the window is closing. Don't be mad that it's closing. Be grateful that it happened. Because if you've been Warriors fans as long as me and Mizzle have, you have to understand how much crappy basketball we have seen over the years, as perhaps Mizzle's technology is a mess.
I just got kicked out for no damn reason.
Understand
what the hell?
How much crappy basketball Mizzle and I have seen collectively being Warrior fans. Seeing other teams' fans fill up the Coliseum because we were sucky. Okay. Even though this thing happened almost 35 years ago, I am still furious that Don Nelson traded Mitch Richmond to the Sacramento Kings for Billy Owens.
Hell, I'm pissed off they drafted Chris Webber and not getting Vince Carter.
Would make me understand. They traded Mitch Richmond for Billy Owens. Vince Carter. Chris Webber after his rookie season because, like AD, he didn't want to play the 5. Webber did not want to play the 5.
Bro, we also had Anthony Hardaway, and they traded him away.
Well, you got Chris Webber, and you saw what Chris Webber did in his rookie year.
No, I thought Vince. No. Antoine Jameson. It was Vince Carter. Yeah, that's right.
But yes,
you know what? Yeah, I'd have took Penny. Definitely would have took Penny.
But where does Sprewell go?
Ugh.
That's why they traded Penny because they already had Sprewell running the 2. I mean,
you could have put Anthony could have played the 3.
So you're putting Chris Mullin the 4?
It could have Chris Mullin could have moved a little bit more playing that 4. He could have been it could have been like a NASCAR kind of offense.
I know Nelly would have figured some stuff out because that's just what Nelly does. But Wiggins has been your most consistent player other than Curry this
Thank
season.
you. That's why I was hard to say get rid of Wiggs, because Wiggs is like a wave. He'll be here a minute, then he'll go here, he'll be simmer, and then he'll But
Zelly, as long as Joe Lacob owns this team, I don't see the Warriors going back to mediocrity. I just don't.
No, I think we'll be in the right direction. We're just explaining that. Take these 4. Could have been 5. Shit, could have been 6.
It could have been all 6. However, we just wanted to see them win 1. They gave us 4.
Can't complain.
I can't complain about that. Especially what I saw from the mid '80s to We Believe, and you sprinkle in a little Run TMC there. It's been mostly crappy basketball. Really?
Yeah.
Really, JP? 2 racks. Okay. If you bring LeBron James to the Warriors, who's protecting the rim?
Why does everybody? I don't want the title that bad to bring LeBron James in. What's the infatuation? Are we trying to win that bad? Are we going to stoop that low to bring in LeBron James just for a ring? No, I'm okay with. Like I said, I'm on board with KD. Definitely okay with KD. But in order to get both of those, you are trading away key components just to win one damn title, and both of them fuckers leave after that. And now what's your franchise? Now you're going back to those dark ages that you don't want to go back to, Zelly.
Like I said, you got
5
youngins right there that you can build the next era on.
Yes.
I'm talking about Quentin Post, Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, Pods, and TDJ.
Yes.
Build around those 5.
Yeah, let's not trade away the future.
Yeah.
Huh? Let's not do that.
And Curry has said more than one time, don't trade the future away.
I didn't say Jonathan Kuminga is a key component.
No, he's saying he's not a key component. I don't know what you've been watching.
When the kid is on, he's pretty fucking good, if you ask me.
Now, I know they want him in a trade package, but again, I'm not giving up my depth for one guy. If you want to be honest, you have to give up your depth.
Damn near your whole fucking roster.
Okay. And then you're gonna tax Steph to play 40+ minutes. Hello. It's the same thing that broke down Kobe late in his career. You want that with you want that with Steph? No, you don't. Because he was not getting consistent playing time. It's the same thing with Moses Moody. When both those guys would cook, Kerr would put them on the bench and not bring them back in, and we're like, Steve Kerr, what are you doing?
Yep.
Okay.
And now he's starting to let him play.
Okay.
And you see Moody start to play.
Okay, last night without Moody, the Warriors do not beat Orlando.
There it is.
Moody was huge last night in them beating the Orlando Magic.
Got to let the kids play, man.
Okay.
Got to let
Part of it, he was hurt. Again, when you're getting inconsistent minutes, how can you show your skills and show what you can do if you're getting inconsistent minutes? That was the problem last year with Kamudi and Minga.
Mm-hmm. Mismanaged. They were being mismanaged.
And that's the one thing about Steve Kerr I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
That's been a problem.
Got to let the kids cook, especially when they're out there playing good basketball.
Okay. And as much as I love Kevin Durant can't carry like he used to.
No.
Okay, because there have been times where KD has gotten 30+ and the Phoenix Suns have still lost. Why? Because there's no consistency around Durant and Booker.
Hey, to each their own in their opinions.
your opinion. You're entitled to that. However, Steph has come on and said, don't break up the team or don't. Steph knows he's at the end. He's embraced that. He knows it's coming.
Basically, they need to find the replacement of Klay Thompson. They need to find that type to go along with Steph. I'm thinking they're thinking that KD is that person. Okay. They tried to get Jimmy Butler, but Jimmy's like, I'm not going to sign a contract extension. So we're moving on there from that. So I just need to know what the Suns are asking for to get for KD.
Yeah, pretty much. Because you saw the Lakers do not have to give up much to get Luka Doncic. They gave up peanuts to get Luka Doncic. Okay? Peanuts. In a sense, yes, it was a swap between
hell, the Kings got more for De'Aaron Fox than the Lakers got for Luka.
Yeah. The Lakers are not going to accept a straight up loony for LBJ. That's not going to happen.
I'm still not in this infatuation with trying to get LeBron James to come to
that too, JP. But again, we yes, this is don't adjust your sets. This is an early edition, Miss Jody. How are you, my dear?
That tends to work.
But I mean, you know, it is what it is. But I just don't. Again, this has been me and Mizzle's stance. You don't give up your whole roster to get one or two guys because, again, if you're having them play. JP is a straight up fool right now, folks. Unbelievable.
Speaking of that, Dub, did you change your settings on Facebook?
Yeah, I always change. Hopefully, it stays this time. But okay, so including DC and Puerto Rico offering legal sports betting, more Americans are projected to bet on the biggest game of the year. And this is according to the AGA, the American Gaming Association.
Good Lord. I guess we'll just sign anybody to get that damn title, huh? LeBron James.
I'll say this. If they get LeBron James, I will not be buying no gear about this title. Nope. Won't do it. Won't do it.
Good Lord.
And plus, LeBron says he's not. And plus, LeBron just said he's not gonna undo his no trade clause. He has a no trade clause. He's not gonna do it.
Good for him.
So, come on now.
I don't want to do right by Steph by bringing LeBron James. No loyalty ass to a team. No. That's not doing right by Steph. That is not doing right by Steph.
Baby oil James. Good Lord.
I don't know, JP. It's mind-boggling with some of these fans want LeBron. It still is crazy to me, as I said the last time we're talking about this. The old Lakers don't even want him.
Okay. If you can't get Kevin Durant, fine.
Cool.
But if you can go get Vujovic from the Bulls, I'll take that because
again, big man in the middle. Somebody that can be physical.
The rim, yes.
Thank you. Something they ain't but they have won a title without the big man. Yeah, but they could have won more if they had a big man. The last big man they had that was good was Bogut. Physical dominance down there. Knew he can get the rebound.
And didn't need to score. Okay.
Exactly.
And if they don't make the playoffs, they don't make the playoffs. I'm okay with that.
Yep.
Again.
Retool.
Retool. But again, I'm going to ask this question. Other than the Thunder, and keep this in mind, folks, the Thunder didn't even get to the conference finals last year. Who's running away with the Western Conference? Nobody. Yes, Memphis has a good record. Yes, Houston has a good record, but they're young. They're just now experiencing this for the first time. They lack experience. Okay? Now, again, there is so much. Okay.
Understandable, though, Zelly, but with this roster, do you want them to make it to the playoffs? They're not going to win a series. Just look how they've been winning games. It's been up and down. There has been no consistent win streak. Sometimes you got to know when it's your time, and it's time to sit back and readjust. I'm not saying that. Of course, I want my team to make it to the playoffs every year, but if they're struggling and they're going to fumble their way into the playoffs, that's not what I want. That is not exactly what I want. Reassess, retool, come back stronger next year.
I guarantee you Mike Dunleavy and Joe Lacob are on the phone with GMs, but they do not want to be set back after Steph retires. Because how many teams have won a title and then they reset for years? Okay, for example, look at the Boston Celtics when they won in 2008. Yeah, they got there back in 2010, but you notice it took them a long time for them just to get back into the finals. After 2010, they did not get back into the finals until 2022. That's a 12-year span. That Boston did not get back to the finals. Okay? It took the Lakers 10 years to get back to the finals after Kobe's last one in 2010. Okay? Do the math. Okay? There's a reason why there's a reason why. Yes, I have lived through it. But then again, back in those days, you had incompetent people in the organization and the front office. The Warriors don't have that now. Okay? I'm looking at the Rockets. You want to know why the Rockets are good? It's because they hit on their draft picks, and they're doing it with their young people. The same thing with the Memphis Grizzlies, the same thing with the OKC Thunder minus SGA. But most of that roster was built by the draft by OKC, the Rockets, and the Grizzlies. All that's draft picks.
Not trading away.
Yes, you sprinkle in a few veterans, but they hit on their draft picks. I just said they hit on their draft picks. Their teams are not full veteran savvy. Yeah, you sprinkle in a few veterans here and there, but most of their nucleus were draft picks. They're young.
I agree to what that meant. Agree?
They're young. Okay? And now, San Antonio. Y'all about to get tired of the fundamentals like you were during the Tim Duncan, Ginobili, and Tony Parker phase.
Train De'Aaron Fox to go play with Wemby was just
Not to mention some of the young people that they drafted
already are there.
Yeah, y'all gonna get annoyed with the San Antonio fundamentals, and y'all gonna be like, "Damn it, these bastards again!" Yes, again. Why? Because of the best ran organization in professional sports. One of them. That's why we call them the San Antonio fundamentals.
They're gonna be good.
They're gonna be good.
De'Aaron Fox and Wemby
They're gonna be right up there with Houston, OKC, and Memphis.
Yeah.
Now, the Warriors could be that way if you build around those 5 youngins you have now. Because I don't think Steve Kerr's going to be there much longer. Find the right coach to put with those 5 youngins and see what you have.
And you don't trade away the future. That's all I got to say. Sorry.
Okay. Because if you notice, teams like the Lakers, they don't know how to draft. They don't know how to develop. They don't know how to develop young players. Okay? Most of their biggins, with the exception of Magic and Worthy.
Well, they do draft pretty well, but they just trade them away afterwards.
Okay. With the exception of Byron Scott, AC Green, Magic, and James Worthy, Kareem was a trade. Shaq was a free agent. Kobe Bean Bryant was a draft day trade. because he was originally drafted by the Charlotte
Well,
Hornets.
Yep.
Okay. But it's because you had the logo that knew what the hell he was doing. Then, see, when he leaves, see, you saying that right there
shows me your Warrior fandom. There's the Warrior fandom right there. Got it.
And look, if Wardell gets traded, doesn't take away what he brought to the Warriors. Number 30 will be hung from the batters. Number 30 will get a statue. He'll be a part of the Warriors organization until he dies. But that's just
we just figured that out, Zelly.
Okay.
We got it.
Which is okay. Because we know a guy that was a Kobe fan. Not a Laker fan, but a Kobe fan, and he stopped caring about basketball once Kobe retired. I get it. I understand it. Okay? But I have learned in this room that your superstars leave. Okay? Now,
LeBron left the Cavaliers
twice. Okay? I could have denounced my 49er fandom the day they traded Joe Montana in 1993. Because I'm like, what? You trade the symbol of the Golden Gate? I could have said screw the team, but no. And I learned there at 11 years old that superstars don't get to stay with their whole teams. I mean, hell, the Giants traded Willie Mays.
Once the salary cap was made, the fate was sealed right there.
Giants traded Willie Mays. Okay, how many times did Ricky Henderson leave the A's and he came back 50,000 times?
Herschel Walker got traded.
Okay. They let Jesus and cleats go, and he walked across the Bay Area.
And put up a hell of a year, by the way.
At 40 years old. But again, what do I know? I know nothing. I just do podcasts. That's all I do. Okay. That's true in some sense.
But if you're asking for LeBron James and Kevin Durant, you have to give up
a whole lot to get one guy. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Because I'm like this. If I was the Mavericks, I'm like, okay, you want Luka? Okay, give me Austin Reeves, give me Kement. I would have drained your whole dang roster if you wanted my guy.
Kement, what I thought was said to be part of the process. I mean, the trade.
Yeah.
So some way that got eliminated.
Now you see. Okay, now that makes sense. If I have to choose out of one of the two, I'll choose Durant. Absolutely.
All day.
But also at the same time, there is a log jam with these with the West because again, I mean, you got 39, 34, 32, 31, 28, 28, 27, 26, and then you got teams of 25. Like freaking 5 through 10 is a log jam. Because there has to be a third team involved sometimes just to give cash or money or a player to be landed. That's how normally sometimes 3 teams get involved. That's just how it happens sometimes, Miss Jody. Don't know why. Well, yeah. So yeah, play with Luka LeBron. Go ahead. But now you have no size. You have no big man. You have nobody to protect the rim. And then when you go play your daddy, the Denver Nuggets, a.k.a. I nonchalantly play a basketball but get triple doubles in my sleep every day because I really want to go tend to my horses. When the Denver Nuggets sweep them again, don't say I told you so. So yeah, they've been playing good lately. Yeah. 5 of the last 6 games they won, but now you just gave up whatever size you had because right now the Lakers are not even thinking about. The Lakers basically said this season is a wash by trading away Anthony Davis. They're preparing for when LeBron retires. Right now, they're trying to stack up roster around number 77.
That would be smart.
Okay, but if they were desperate for a big man, they wouldn't have traded the big man they had. Which made no sense. which is why I said this season is a wash. Everybody wants jokes right now. This has definitely become the comedy hour. By the way, James Harden has some very ugly Adidas shoes. I just want to go on record and say that. Those are ugly as heck. Oh, no, we appreciate the comedy. Absolutely.
Oh, yes, we do.
But we do
Yeah,
have
Oos
some...
hasn't even got started yet.
But we do have some very fantastic matchups tonight on the court, mainly in Cleveland
Yep.
with the Celtics and the Cavaliers, coming up at 4:30 on TNT, Max and True TV. Good Lord.
I'm not going to even put that or give him the time of day with that comment.
God. Lord. Celtics and Cavs get it on one more time. The last time they played, Cavaliers, I believe, got the win, if I'm not mistaken. So, yes. So, each team has won a game in this series. JP wants to know. Basically, it's about Lebanon again, JP, is what the Prodigy is talking about. So, this is the third of four meetings between the Cavaliers and the Celtics. First meeting, the Celtics won 121-17. That was back on November 19th. Then back on December the 1st, the Cavaliers beat the Celtics 115-111 in Cleveland. This game is in Cleveland, and they will meet again on February the 28th. So, two more meetings between these two. Boston coming in at 35-15. Cavaliers at 40-9. Even though the Cavaliers are home, Boston is minus 1.5 for those that are betting in this particular game. Yes, indeed. Mizzle 76ers taking on the Mavericks at 4 p.m. The spread is Philly minus 4.5. Rockets on the road taking on the Brooklyn Nets in Brooklyn. That's at 4:30. Knicks coming off a big win last night over the Rockets in a very entertaining game as Jalen Brunson came to life again in the second half at the Mecca. The Knicks are in the North playing the... Okay, EJ, go to timeout.
What?
Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. Oh. My stomach muscles are getting a workout right now. Oh, wow. They're in the North taking on the Raptors. Yeah. Knicks minus 5.5. Miami and Chicago taking on the Bulls. It is the Battle of L.A. as the Lakers go to Inglewood to take on the Inglewood Clippers, to which the Clippers have pretty much owned the Lakers in this rivalry as of late. They're in the Intuit Dome at 7 p.m. on Max and True TV. Just wow. Just I gotta put that for that comment right there. I just have to know. Really? Like that's how we're feeling? Really? Good grief. Pacers on the road in the Northwest taking on the Trailblazers. Portland has been playing better as of late. But Indiana coming in with a spread of minus 4.5 in that game. But the big game of the day, Celtics Cavs on TNT, Max and True TV coming to you at 4:30. Should be a very, very entertaining game on the hardwood. On the ice tonight, the Golden Knights in Long Island to take on the Islanders. Canadians in San Jose have the Shark Tank to take on the Sharks. Wild in Boston to take on the Bruins. Sabres at home against the Blue Jackets. Sabres in Tampa against the Lightning. Penguins and Devils from the Igloo in Pittsburgh. The Ovechkin watch continues as the Panthers, the defending champions, take on the Washington Capitals. And EJ's beloved Edmonton Oilers on the road in St. Louis against the Blues. And you can catch that game on Hulu and Disney+. The Jets at home taking on the Hurricanes in Winnipeg. And Maple Leafs taking on the Flames. Flyers taking on the Utah Hockey Club, who now will become the Utah Outlaws, I believe, next year in the NHL, as that's the name that the fans have decided on. Avalanche taking on the Canucks. Red Wings in Seattle against the Kraken, and the Stars in Anaheim to take on the Ducks. And the Ducks and Stars, you can catch that on Hulu and Disney Plus as well. So that's your action on the ice.
Oh, yes.
Now, on the top 20. Ooh, we got a good one today coming to you at 3:30 on the hardwood floor in college basketball. Number 11 Marquette takes on number 12 St. John's. And you can catch that on Fox Sports 1, and that will take place inside the Mecca. That is Madison Square Garden. St. John's is -2.5 on that one. That's number 12 against number 11. Vanderbilt takes on Florida. Iowa takes on Purdue. Another top 25 matchup, Ole Miss against Kentucky in Oxford, Mississippi. You can catch that on ESPN. Purdue and Iowa, you can catch that on Peacock. And Miss Jody's beloved Cougars of Houston takes on the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. That's in Houston. That's at 5 p.m. Number one Auburn takes on Oklahoma. Baylor takes on Texas Tech. Indiana and Wisconsin. And an all-time matchup inside Pauley Pavilion you can catch on Peacock. Michigan State taking on UCLA inside Pauley Pavilion. That should be a matchup.
Yeah.
Michigan State coming in at ranked number 9. And then another good matchup tonight on ESPN at 8 p.m. BYU at home taking on number 20th ranked, the Wildcats of Arizona. That should be a day. So I got some good top 25 matchups going on tonight in college basketball.
Yes.
On the men's side. Now, I don't want to get too excited because, like Mizzle, we need to see microphones and we need to see a press conference. But supposedly, Cinnamon and Bud are finalizing to fight on September the 13th, which, of course, is circling around Mexican Independence Weekend, as normally Canelo has taken over that mantle after Floyd retired.
And at Allegiant Stadium.
Yes. Supposedly, it will be the Death Star's first big fight inside the stadium in its 5-year anniversary, but they're in the process of a super middleweight title fight. Crawford, who moved up to 154 from 147, winning a title, versus Israel Madiramov. He will jump 2 more weight classes to fight 168. There will not be any catch weight or rehydration clause to attach to the fight, sources say. But again, we didn't even talk about that. But Mizzle, it's about your team. So you can
I purposely didn't say him to the Raiders because, number one, they don't have a quarterback. 2, I don't see that happening. Nah.
But he wouldn't be opposed to it, I'm sure.
No, I would not be, but I just don't see that happening. Just don't have the quarterback. Don't have the quarterback in place.
All right. So now this is according to Ring Magazine. That they're the ones that broke out that the fight is set to be held at Allegiant Stadium, which would be its first fight. But supposedly Cinnamon will be defending his title on Cinco de Mayo weekend, which he could fight William Skull, who grabbed the title stripped from Canelo last year on May the 3rd in Las Vegas. And if he was to beat Skull, he would once again be undisputed super middleweight champion.
So is he gonna fight back to back like that?
Well, I mean, when he was doing 2 fights a year, it normally would be on Cinco de Mayo and Mexican Independence Day weekend. Again, taking over the mantle that Floyd did when Floyd would fight on those 2 weekends when he did his 2 fights a year.
It's true. It's true. Okay.
Now, again, that remains to be seen. Like I said,
press conference.
Need a press conference. Need both these gentlemen speaking into microphones because I don't want to get my hopes up. If we didn't get Benavidez against Canelo, then this will be the next best big fight that boxing should put together. But again,
yes,
we know how corrupt boxing is when you have too much doggone sanctioning bodies like the WBA, IBF, WBC, WBA, IBO, EIEIO.
Indeed.
So, like I said, we'll see. But I mean, we're looking forward to seeing it here. So, interesting. So, Top Ranks Bob Arum and the WBC's Marco Suleiman are discussing TKO boxing in league meeting. So, these two met in Money Las Vegas. how to deal with the expect to deal with the arrival of the TKO boxing league that is led by Turkish Alakash. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that last name.
Yep, I didn't try it when I read it too.
And Dana White, but this is coming from the New York Times that TKO, of course the company owned by Endeavor that has UFC and the WWF, are planning to launch a boxing league this year. So you have Top Rank, then you got PBC with Al Heyman, and now perhaps TKO boxing. So here we go.
That's huge.
So
hey, I'm all for more boxing.
Of course. But yeah, here we go. So we'll see. But another boxing league, that should be interesting. I mean, hell, more fights the better. But
exactly.
There is that. But it is Super Bowl week. There will be a Talking Ish Super Bowl preview show either tomorrow or hopefully later on in the week, to where we will discuss, break down matchups, and I will try to do a slide with team stats on both sides, make it all nice and pretty and presentable. I'll probably work on that tonight, hopefully. But yeah, there will be a Super Bowl preview show. There might be a Super Bowl watch along on Super Bowl Sunday. We don't know. That remains to be seen.
Yeah.
But we just don't know. But trading deadline less than 48 hours away.
Oh, that's right.
So we will see what the Warriors do or don't do.
What
other teams will do. Will the Warriors at an All-Star? We don't know. Will Saquon feast on his birthday, since Super Bowl Sunday is on his birthday? We don't know. That remains to be seen. So, yeah, it's just going to get...
Go Eagles.
Philadelphia, you have one job. One flipping job.
What the Bills could do.
One job that the Orchard Park Bills could not do. And looking to see if we got anything else going on in the wild world of sports. Trying to find any type of news whatsoever. Oh, yay. Okay. There we go. All right. Looking. Seeing if there's any more news. No. Oh, well, there was one trade done by the Mavs and the 76ers as Dallas is sending Quentin Grimes to Philly for Caleb Martin. And Philly is sending their 2025 second-round draft pick to Dallas. And De'Aaron Fox will be wearing his wife's jersey number 4, as she wore when she was a Texas Tech Red Raider. So De'Aaron Fox paying homage to his wife.
Nice.
Wearing the number 4. So there you have it.
Yes, indeed.
One thing we didn't talk about was where do you think Myles Garrett will end up, as he is asked to be traded from the Cleveland Browns?
Honestly, I think he sits out.
You think he might sit out the season, really?
I think the Browns are going to stick to their guns.
They're going to stand pat. Well, I mean, that very well could happen.
But now, if you want me to say if it does happen, that's a tough one.
Well, there is an article that came out for 5 potential landing spots for Myles Garrett.
Well, did I see what the Commanders on there?
One was something I didn't want to see, the Rams, because I don't want to see that twice a year.
Oh, that'd be bad.
Yeah. The Commanders are another team, yes.
Mm-hmm.
The other team in Inglewood, the Chargers, which I know you don't want to see that.
Good Lord. Joey Bosa, we got this Nick Bosa, right? No, you guys got Nick Bosa.
We got Nick, they got Joey.
Joey Bosa, good Lord.
But keep in mind, Bosa and Mac. Well, Mac for sure is a free agent, but Bosa, who has a cap hit of $36 million with no guarantees, could be a cut casualty. So there you go.
Still don't want to see that though.
True. Another team they mentioned is the Detroit Lions. Good God.
That'd be nasty.
It
Him
would
and
be.
Hutchinson. Yikes.
Which would make Miss Jody mad, but it would also make Miss Jody happy because the Packers have also been mentioned in perhaps a site for Myles Garrett. So
the Packers do trade. That's one thing they do. Like
yes, they do.
That would be interesting for sure.
And also, 2 retirements. Micah Hyde retiring after 12 seasons.
Yes.
Good player with the Packers, and then joined the Bills in 2017. A fantastic career, solid career for Micah Hyde.
Yeah.
As he has totaled 644 tackles, 24 interceptions, 66 pass deflections, 5 forced fumbles, 8 fumble recoveries, 5 sacks in 150 career games. The Iowa product made the Pro Bowl in 2017 and was named All-Pro Second Team in 2017 and 2021. So a fantastic career for Micah Hyde. And Mason Crosby, longtime kicker of the Green Bay Packers,
calling it quits.
Went on his radio show in Milwaukee's 105.7 The Fan and is officially retired. He was the Packers' leading kicker from 2007 to 2022, member of the Super Bowl 45 Packers team that beat the Steelers in Super Bowl 45, drafted in the 6th round out of Colorado, and certainly made many memorable kicks as a Packer.
Yeah.
On some very good Packers teams. But Andres Carlson has had a very good year since the Packers drafted him in 2023. But certainly he is up there with 1,918 points with the Packers, giving him 864 more than any other Packer. Ryan Longwell, whoa, that's a throwback name, ranks second on Green Bay's scoring career list with 1,054 points. So there you go. Crosby appeared in a franchise record 258 games as a Packer, 3 more than Brett Favre. So Mason Crosby, longtime kicker of the Packers, also calling it a career. So great careers that happened. And then Saquon admitted that he was almost a Chicago Bear before he decided to go back home to Philly. So very, very interesting. Gangster Cap, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for chiming in on this open forum show here. That we do got to get quickly because my co-host does have to go adult and go to work. So we figured we'd do a open forum show, which almost turned to an hour. So not bad. So we appreciate all. One more story before we get out of here. And I really can't believe this happened, but Major League Baseball fired an umpire.
I did see that.
Which is
but he was gambling though, right?
Well, okay, so Pat Hoiberg, who did not umpire this past season because he was on investigation, but he was officially fired by MLB. As I'm trying to get to the doggone article. He was fired for sharing betting accounts with a friend. Now, Major League Baseball made it clear and said that there was no evidence that Hoiberg betted on baseball or influenced any games that he worked.
But he was part of gambling, which is not allowed.
He did delete messages that were pertinent to the investigation. So the disciplinary action was taken due to Hoiberg's failure to uphold the integrity of the game by sharing sports betting accounts with a professional poker player and friend who had bet on baseball and whom Hoiberg should have known bet on baseball, and due to Hoiberg's intentional deletion of the messages central to MLB's investigation into his conduct, the league statement said. He was disciplined this past June for violating the league's gambling rule. He subsequently appealed the decision to MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred. Hoiberg's friend made 141 professional baseball bets between April 2nd, 2021 and November 1st, 2023, equaling amount almost $214,000 per the Associated Press.
Wow.
He says he takes full responsibility in the error judgment that are outlined in today's statement. Hoiberg said, according to ESPN's Jesse Rogers, those errors will always be a source of shame and embarrassment to me. The 38-year-old didn't umpire a game during the 2024 season, as the situation was under review. Hoiberg regularly umpired MLB games beginning in 2017 and was a part of the crew that worked the 2022 World Series between the Astros and the Phillies. Hoiberg is eligible to reapply for reinstatement, but cannot do so no earlier than the start of spring training in 2026.
Wow.
Boy, they just can't get away from betting on games, I'll tell you what.
Nope. Nope.
But Jack Flaherty reunited with the Tigers for a 2-year, $35 million deal. So he's back in Detroit after helping the Dodgers win a world title back this past season. In addition to that, JD Martinez is still out there. Looks like his career might be over as he signs a pickleball deal. Columbine agrees to a 1-year deal to go to Minnesota. The Astros will be retiring their newly inducted Hall of Famer to the Baseball Hall of Fame, Billy Wagner, in August 16th. Well earned for Billy Wagner. Yankees re-signed Hill to a 1-year deal worth $2.85 million. And Ramon Laureano agreeing to a deal with the Orioles, 1 year, $4 million. So Alex Bregman is still out there. He remains unsigned. Where will he go? Pete Alonso still remains unsigned. Where will he go?
Really?
We don't know. Yes, he is still unsigned.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
God, this Kelsey dude is everywhere.
Hence one reason why I have not watched NFL Network this week.
The retired one. What is it? What's the retired one's name?
Jason.
Yeah, he's like on every fucking commercial. Camel's commercial, the damn hotel commercial, the cereal commercial.
Well, I mean, they are marketable, whether you like it or not. They're very marketable, and they're making the league money. But there we go. But we would like to thank everybody for hanging out with us on this quick open forum edition of the Mizzle and Dub Show. As unfortunately, Mizzle has to go adult now and go do the 9-to-5 job, if you will, for lack of a better term. But who knows? You may get a night owl edition. You never know. Stay tuned. You never know what could happen. We are bound to go live at any time. But nonetheless, we thank everybody for hanging out with us here on this number 303 open forum show on the Mizzle and Dub Show. We appreciate everybody. And it is 5 o'clock. Some damn where. Actually, you know what? It's 5 o'clock on the East Coast right now. So it is happy hour. Nonetheless, thank y'all. We love y'all. Appreciate y'all. And that deserves a very big time yeet. And you've been watching the Mizzle Dub Show. As the Super Dome Meat Banker will take us home.